Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about the unboxing and review about Vertebreak. This is a fossilizer with a peculiar story about its buying, cause this is a celebration of the closing of one of my two historical modelist store. It's the Bernardini, and because it closed I decided to buy something to have remembering about this. So I decided to buy this because it was a Transformer that I wanted since a lot of time, but never had the right offer to buy. So okay, I said why not to celebrate using something that I quite appreciate. So Transformers, dinosaur, fossils, everything combined, so quite nice. And so I decided to buy this, that is from the saga of Kingdom War of Sabaton trilogy, and it's really quite nice. As you can see, it's a core one, as it said here, and I quite like, sincerely. Eventually, one thing that you can analyze is the change about the package, so that it's with the main part about plastic, so it's quite nice, because if you think lately are mainly related about cardboard with a bit of plastic, at least it's more honest in such a way, it's more protected, so it doesn't gain sun dust and so on, and I quite like. Eventually, you can try to detach this part of plastic, paying attention, because it will be nice to keep this background available, because I think it's really quite nice. This is, as you see here, a Decepticon one, so it's something that I quite appreciate. And on the back we can find the two forms, so the robot form and the fossil form. And really, this is something that I really wanted to try, because I want to now open this, see how I can transform this, made also some comparison with other cores that I have and other fossilizers, so to see a bit about such intriguing model, because it has a lot of potential in my opinion, and I love dinosaur, fossils and transformers, so this is a perfect combination, and I love also that it's a core. So let's start. So here we have the usual guarantee. Here we have the instruction that, as usual, I suggest you to see, because it could be intriguing in the way that you can understand how to make this model transformed and so on, and eventually it will be useful if you need a referral, other than be quite nice to see, in my opinion. Here there is the box itself, and we can detach this and use this eventually as a base and so on. It will be interesting eventually. It's an option, so I think I cut in this way so that eventually I can cut off this part and still having this image available, because I like it quite a lot. And then I have the model itself, so I only need to free it from here and have fun. I quite like that this tail it's separate available and so on, but okay, it's something that we should free. Free the Okay, so let's see about the model itself, that I quite like. It has quite a lot of amazing details, as you can see, and it is quite movable, because you can see there is quite a lot of articulation here. Moreover, about the legs, that as you can see it has, wow, it's an older model technically, but really you can see that you can really personalize quite a lot in the way that you can position in and so on. Okay, you can't move the part about the breast, so it's fixed here, and it's a bit of pity eventually, because as you can see, even removing here this part, it's not possible to move around, but not bad. And being so dark, it is not a problem about having such hose available, so it's quite plenty in my opinion to be like this, because there is not too many hoses. Not bad at all, sincerely, quite a good thing, and really it has a lot of potential by itself. Quite nice. One detail that it's quite interesting, it's about the sword here. You can put here on the hand, as we have seen, or you can use these sides, both ones eventually, so you can use these grips that you can find here and put in this way, so that you can store like this, or eventually also in the other side. So it's up to you to decide which one to use. So it's a good way to have this model displayed, and at the same time having the tail not occupying too much volume. So it's an intriguing part in my opinion, because it's still nice. Technically, it does exist another version of such model. It's called Dracodon and it's green. But sincerely, I didn't like that coloring, so I preferred this, that it's the original one, being able to choose. So, what do you prefer, this one or the green one? And being Vertebreak a core, I decided to compare it with other core that I possess. I taken as a referral here Snarl, that is from the Dinobot core ones, and Rumble one, that is a cassette bot, and we can see that it's in the middle about, because it has, I can see, almost the same or even more plastic than the cassette bot, but it's less impressive than Snarl. But Snarl, it's peculiar because even in the Dinobot core ones, it's one of the best as models. So it's quite nice. So now it's time to transform it and see how it is, because I'm quite curious about the transformation and the final alternative version. So let's analyze the alternative version, and it's not bad, sincerely. It has quite a lot of nice detail. For example, here we have the Decepticon here symbol, so it's nice. The arms here are fixed, so you can't move them. I like the head that could be regulated. Also a bit about here the neck, but not so much. Here about the part about the jaws, technically it should be moving, but it's a bit fragile, so I would not exaggerate about. The tail obviously can detach and reattach, so it's something that you decide how you want to position and so on, so it's not a problem. The most part that can change and make them really quite amazing, it's a part about the legs that could be opened, moved, changed quite a lot, so it's the main part to see, and not bad at all in my opinion. So it's quite nice model, a bit more simple than I thought, but quite amazing. And here we can make a comparison of Snarl and Vertebreak in the alternative version, so in Dino mode. Here, so we can find that they are not so far, because here we have Vertebreak that it's longer and higher, this is more massive, but they're not bad. Obviously, if you go to see under, we can find that are both quite old, but I think that Vertebreak, it's having a bit more realistic part. It's really quite nice. It has quite a lot of charm in some way, so not bad. And I wanted to make a comparison between dinosaurs. So here we can find that we have Vertebreak, that it's a sort of fossil but not a fossilized, that it's a core like it is Snarl from the Dinobot. As transformation, it's really quite similar, almost identical to this, that it's Dilophodon from the collaborative park for Jurassic Park. But as general aspect, it recalls quite a lot Spinol of the fossilizer. It is anyway completely different, because it has not the, I can say, amazing separation and the combination that it can have Spinol. It is not as big as Dilophodon, but at the same time, in some way, it's even better, because at least this is a core, it's more justified than the transformation of Dilophodon itself. And it has not the coolness about being combiner as Snarl. So it is a mix, and I quite like still, because it has quite a lot of amazingness, in my opinion. So what do you think about this Vertebreak? Do you like? Because sincerely, I appreciate it quite a lot. Small, a core, but quite nice. It has quite a lot of potential. Sincerely, I prefer the alternative version, so the Dino version, but I love the fossil, so okay. And I'm quite curious about your opinion. Anyway, from Dino mode it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.